What if a book existed that revealed the secrets of heaven, the fate of humanity, and knowledge so forbidden it was hidden for centuries? The Book of Enoch is one of the most mysterious ancient texts, filled with visions of divine judgment, celestial beings, and revelations that challenge conventional biblical narratives. But where was this enigmatic writing found? Some wonder if it was part of the Dead Sea Scrolls, hidden away for thousands of years. In truth, fragments of the Book of Enoch were discovered among the Dead Sea Scrolls in Qumran, confirming that early Jewish communities valued this text despite its exclusion from the official biblical canon. But there is more to this mystery than just a lost book. There were two Enochs, one righteous and one fallen, and their stories could not be more different. One Enoch, the great-grandfather of Noah, was a man who walked with God and was taken to heaven without experiencing death. He became the divine scribe, recording heavenly wisdom and serving as the messenger of God. His writings contained prophecies, celestial laws, and knowledge meant to guide humanity toward righteousness. But the other Enoch, the son of Cain, followed a different path. Some traditions claim he was associated with forbidden knowledge, passing down secrets that led to corruption and destruction. While one Enoch ascended into the divine realm, the other became a symbol of lost purity and the dangers of hidden wisdom. This duality has fueled endless debates about the true nature of Enoch's legacy. Was he the scribe of heaven, or was his name also linked to knowledge that was never meant to be in human hands? Many believe Enoch became the powerful celestial being known as Metatron, the highest of angels, the one who sits closest to the throne of God. Others claim that his connection to the fallen watchers, the rebellious angels who descended to earth, complicates his legacy. The Book of Jubilees presents an even more astonishing claim, that Enoch, not Abraham, was the first to receive the divine covenant. If true, this revelation reshapes our understanding of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, suggesting that the foundation of these faiths may be rooted even deeper in ancient history than previously believed. Some even say that Enoch was responsible for recording the so-called naughty or nice book, keeping track of those who followed divine law and those who strayed. With such an incredible legacy, it is no wonder that many consider Enoch to be God's closest companion, a figure who transcended mortality itself. But what are the implications of these hidden texts? What truths remain buried within their pages? As we unravel the mysteries of Enoch, we must ask ourselves, were these writings lost by accident, or were they concealed to keep certain knowledge from humanity? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this journey into the secrets of Enoch fascinating, be sure to like and subscribe for more explorations into the ancient and the unknown. Enoch is one of the most intriguing figures in ancient texts, whose story spans across two distinct lineages that diverge sharply in their fates. The first lineage is that of the righteous Enoch, a descendant of Seth, the third son of Adam and Eve. This Enoch walked with God, a phrase signifying a life of righteousness and divine favor. According to the Bible, he was taken up into heaven without experiencing death, a miraculous ascension that set him apart from every other human. His legacy as a divine scribe, recording the mysteries of heaven and earth, has inspired generations of scholars and mystics alike. But there is another side to the story of Enoch, one that emerges from the lineage of Cain, the son of Adam who famously became the first murderer. This fallen Enoch, associated with the darker forces of forbidden knowledge, is believed to have passed on secrets that led to corruption, such as the knowledge of sorcery and hidden arts. This stark contrast between the two Enochs fuels much of the mystery surrounding the figure. One Enoch ascended into heaven, the other, linked to dangerous wisdom, is often viewed as a symbol of humanity's potential downfall. One of the most fascinating aspects of Enoch's story is his involvement in what is referred to as the naughty or nice celestial record. According to some traditions, Enoch kept track of the deeds of humankind, recording their righteous acts and sinful behaviors. But the mystery deepens further with the claim that Enoch never died at all. Instead, he was taken directly into heaven, where some believe he transformed into Metatron, the highest of angels, a figure who sits closest to God's throne and serves as an intermediary between the divine and the earthly realms. This transformation raises even more questions about the nature of Enoch's legacy and his place within the cosmic order. Was he a man, an angel, or something beyond both? His dual legacy, one of righteousness and one of forbidden knowledge, offers a fascinating exploration into the complexity of divine and human interaction. The two books of Enoch offer different perspectives on the life and significance of the biblical figure Enoch. Each text introduces unique themes, visions, and cosmic journeys, painting a multifaceted portrait of Enoch as both a prophet and a celestial scribe. Let's explore these two texts in detail. The first book of Enoch, also called 1 Enoch or Ethiopian Enoch, is one of the most important and influential ancient texts not included in most biblical canons. Written between the 3rd century BCE and the 1st century CE, this book is a collection of apocalyptic visions and prophecies. It chronicles Enoch's encounters with angels and his revelations about the divine order and the fate of humanity. The central narrative of 1 Enoch revolves around the Watchers, fallen angels who descended to earth and corrupted humanity by teaching forbidden knowledge, such as sorcery, weaponry, and astrology. These actions led to immense corruption and chaos, prompting God's judgment. The book also introduces the concept of a coming judgment day, where the righteous will be rewarded, and the wicked, including the Watchers, will face divine retribution. The first book of Enoch delves into cosmic mysteries, describing heaven's structure, angelic hierarchies, and the role of Enoch as a divinely chosen messenger. It is particularly significant for its role in shaping early Jewish apocalyptic literature and influencing later Christian and Gnostic thought. Despite its profound influence, 1 Enoch was excluded from the Jewish and Christian canons, though it is still considered canonical in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. The second book of Enoch, also known as Slavonic Enoch or the Book of the Secrets of Enoch, was written in the 1st century CE and preserved in Old Slavonic manuscripts. This text differs from the first book of Enoch in its portrayal of Enoch's celestial journey and transformation. In 2 Enoch, Enoch is described as ascending through the 10 heavens, each of which reveals deeper mysteries of the universe and the divine realm. These ascensions are not only physical but also spiritual, as Enoch gains knowledge about the structure of the cosmos and the fate of the righteous and the wicked. As the narrative progresses, Enoch undergoes a transformation, ultimately becoming Metatron, a high-ranking archangel and the voice of God. This metamorphosis is one of the most intriguing aspects of 2 Enoch, as it depicts Enoch's ultimate elevation from a human to an angelic being, something unique in the biblical tradition. The Book of the Secrets of Enoch expands on themes of divine judgment, the nature of heaven, and the mysteries of creation, presenting Enoch as a key figure in the heavenly hierarchy. It offers insights into Jewish mysticism and the celestial mechanics of the universe, while also exploring the implications of human actions on the divine order. Together, these two texts, the first book of Enoch and the second book of Enoch, provide contrasting yet complementary views of Enoch's role in both the heavenly and earthly realms. While the first book of Enoch focuses on the apocalyptic judgment of the wicked and the fall of the Watchers, the second book of Enoch emphasizes Enoch's spiritual ascent and ultimate transformation into Metatron, bridging the gap between humanity and the divine. Both books are invaluable sources for understanding early Jewish mysticism, apocalyptic thought, and the celestial mysteries that continue to intrigue scholars and theologians to this day. Enoch's role as the divine scribe is one of the most fascinating aspects of his legacy. In both the first and second books of Enoch, he is depicted as a chosen figure tasked with recording the wisdom of heaven, which was passed down to him by angels. This divine mission sets Enoch apart from other biblical figures, positioning him as a bridge between humanity and the celestial realm. Through his writings, Enoch preserves sacred knowledge about the cosmos, the nature of God, and the future fate of the world, making him a central figure in ancient Jewish apocalyptic literature. The contrast between righteous knowledge and forbidden knowledge plays a significant role in Enoch's task as the divine scribe. In the first book of Enoch, he is presented with two distinct forms of wisdom, one that is divinely inspired and one that is the product of the fallen angels, the Watchers, who imparted forbidden knowledge to humanity. This knowledge, which included teachings on sorcery, astrology, and the use of weapons, led to corruption and chaos on earth. Enoch's role as the divine scribe, therefore, isn't just about recording celestial wisdom but also distinguishing between the righteous knowledge passed down from God and the dangerous, corrupting teachings that were introduced by the Watchers. As the scribe, Enoch's mission is to ensure that humanity knows the difference between these two types of knowledge, with the understanding that divine wisdom leads to salvation, while forbidden knowledge leads to destruction. To many modern readers, Enoch's divine role might seem almost mythic in its grandeur. One might even say, he was God's BFF who went to heaven without being dead. This phrase captures the awe surrounding Enoch's unique relationship with God. Unlike most humans, Enoch was taken directly into heaven without experiencing death, a rare privilege that further underscores his elevated status in the divine hierarchy. This close relationship with God highlights the trust placed in Enoch, as he was chosen to record the mysteries of heaven and act as a conduit between the divine and the human. Enoch's connection to divine prophecy and judgment is also a critical element of his role as the divine scribe. Throughout the books attributed to him, Enoch serves as the prophet who announces the coming judgment on the wicked, including the fallen angels. He is a messenger of God's will, relaying the divine verdict on the corruption brought by the Watchers and the sinful actions of humanity. Enoch's prophecies extend to the future, where he foresees a time when the righteous will be rewarded, and the wicked will be punished. His writings are not just about preserving wisdom but also about ensuring that humanity remains aware of the divine judgment that is to come. Through Enoch, the world is warned, and the importance of righteous living is emphasized. In essence, Enoch's role as the divine scribe is multifaceted. He is the recorder of heaven's wisdom, the purveyor of divine knowledge, and the prophet who announces judgment. His unique relationship with God, his role in preserving and distinguishing knowledge, and his prophetic insights make him one of the most compelling figures in ancient religious texts, with his influence echoing through the corridors of mysticism and prophecy. The hidden covenant, Enoch before Abraham, is a concept that challenges centuries of traditional religious beliefs. According to the Book of Jubilees, a text that holds significant weight in certain religious circles, the first divine covenant was not made with Abraham as is commonly understood, but with Enoch. This claim not only stands in stark contrast to the established narrative in the Bible, but also has profound implications for the history of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. In the Book of Jubilees, Enoch is portrayed as the first man to receive the divine covenant from God, making him the true patriarch of the Abrahamic faiths rather than Abraham. Enoch's connection to the covenant highlights his pivotal role in preserving divine wisdom and guiding humanity in a way that was previously unacknowledged. This revelation shifts the foundational understanding of religious history in a significant way. If Enoch was the original recipient of the covenant, it places him at the very heart of the Abrahamic traditions. Judaism, Christianity, and Islam all trace their roots to Abraham, but the idea that the divine covenant was made with Enoch first implies that these religions might have a deeper, more interconnected origin than previously thought. It suggests that the foundational figures of these faiths are not solely Abraham and his descendants, but also Enoch, who predated him. The implications of this are far-reaching. If Enoch held the covenant, it challenges the legitimacy of the Abrahamic claim to being the first chosen people and raises questions about the true origins of the covenantal relationship with God. It could prompt a re-evaluation of the genealogies and spiritual legacies of these religions, as well as a deeper look into Enoch's role as a precursor to Abraham, not just in the genealogical sense but also in the spiritual lineage of these faiths. The impact of this shift in religious history is immense. It forces a reconsideration of the sacred texts and how they have been interpreted over the centuries. If Enoch is indeed the one with whom God first established a covenant, it calls into question the historical and theological narratives we've built around Abraham and his descendants. For Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, this presents an opportunity to explore deeper theological questions about the nature of covenants, divine promises, and the role of figures like Enoch in shaping the destiny of humanity. Understanding this shift could change how we view the development of monotheism and the relationships between these faiths, allowing for a more nuanced perspective on the role of the ancient figures that have come to define the Abrahamic religions. Ultimately, The claim that Enoch received the first divine covenant not only challenges our understanding of religious history but also invites us to explore a different narrative, one where Enoch is elevated from a lesser-known figure to a central figure in the spiritual traditions of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. This revelation invites us to reconsider the roots of these faiths and to reflect on the possibility that the foundation of their teachings may have a much older, more mysterious origin than we have been led to believe. The prophecy of judgment and the coming Messiah is one of the most striking aspects of the Book of Enoch, where divine judgment is laid out in no uncertain terms. Enoch's visions, which are filled with vivid imagery, foretell the fate of the wicked, warning that they will face catastrophic punishment for their actions. These warnings paint a grim picture of the end times, where the unrighteous, led astray by their own evil deeds, will ultimately be condemned. The Book of Enoch introduces a divine figure who will bring about this judgment, a holy one who will arrive in the future to punish the wicked and reward the righteous, signaling a dramatic shift in the cosmic order. This figure is often interpreted as a precursor to the idea of the Messiah, an individual who will deliver justice and righteousness, fulfilling a divine prophecy of salvation and redemption. For those familiar with the Christian tradition, this figure strongly echoes the role of Jesus Christ, who is seen as the one who will come to judge the living and the dead. Think about it. Just as the Book of Enoch paints the picture of a coming Messiah who will set things right, the Christian faith holds that Jesus will return to judge the world. This parallel between Enoch's writings and later messianic prophecies is striking. In fact, many scholars argue that the Book of Enoch's vision of the Messiah influenced later Christian teachings, particularly those found in the New Testament. The concept of a figure who will bring divine justice and restore balance to the world runs through many religious traditions, and the Book of Enoch is one of the earliest texts to lay out such a prophecy. But Enoch's prophecies don't exist in a vacuum. They resonate with apocalyptic themes found throughout religious texts, particularly in the Hebrew Bible, the Christian New Testament, and other apocalyptic literature. Just like the Book of Revelation in the Bible, the Book of Enoch presents a vision of the end times where cosmic forces battle for supremacy, and humanity faces the ultimate judgment for its actions. The similarities are too significant to ignore. Both works speak of the coming of a divine savior, the establishment of divine justice, and the judgment of the wicked. In the Christian context, the parallels are especially pronounced. Jesus is often seen as fulfilling the messianic prophecies laid out in the Hebrew Scriptures, including those that echo Enoch's visions of divine judgment. The audience can't help but draw the connection. Think Jesus. He's the one coming. Just as Enoch spoke of a future figure who would bring judgment and salvation, Christians believe that Jesus embodies this role. The warnings in the Book of Enoch about the fate of the wicked align with the messages found in other apocalyptic texts, such as the Book of Revelation, where a similar judgment is prophesied. Enoch's visions and prophecies provide a framework that echoes through religious history, influencing not only Judaism and Christianity but also shaping the apocalyptic literature that continues to inspire and intrigue people today. In essence, the Book of Enoch's prophecies about the coming judgment and the Messiah reveal a deep connection between ancient visions and later religious teachings. The alignment of Enoch's writings with apocalyptic visions in other religious texts underscores the timeless nature of these themes and their profound influence on the development of religious thought throughout history. Enoch's words, though ancient, continue to resonate in the hearts and minds of believers, offering both a warning and a promise of hope. The hidden implications of Enoch's story stretch far beyond his role as a prophet and divine scribe. His writings, particularly the Book of Enoch, have influenced not only ancient religious traditions but also modern religious thought in profound ways. While the text was excluded from the canonical scriptures of Judaism and Christianity, its themes and ideas have been referenced and integrated into various theological and philosophical frameworks. Enoch's role as a mediator of divine wisdom, his connection to angels, and his depiction as a heavenly figure have inspired countless interpretations over the centuries. In the modern religious landscape, Enochian writings have contributed to the shaping of beliefs about the afterlife, angels, the nature of evil, and the coming judgment. For example, many contemporary spiritual traditions, especially those within mysticism and esotericism, continue to revere Enoch's teachings and regard him as a key figure in understanding the divine. Enoch's connection to forbidden knowledge, often associated with his interactions with the Watchers, fallen angels who imparted illicit wisdom to humanity, adds another layer of complexity to his story. The idea of financial and spiritual blocks related to this forbidden knowledge has intrigued many. Some view Enoch's writings as a record of wisdom that should never have been revealed to mankind, seeing it as the source of humanity's fall from grace. This notion is reflected in modern-day discussions about how access to certain knowledge, whether it's material wealth or spiritual insight, can be blocked, either by divine intervention or through the constraints of worldly systems. Many debate whether such blocks are designed to protect humanity from self-destruction or whether they are part of a deeper spiritual order that guides individuals on their life journey. The question arises, should we seek to break through these barriers, or is there wisdom in waiting for divine revelation? Enoch's story raises these questions, particularly regarding the dangers of seeking knowledge that is not meant to be understood by human beings, a theme that still resonates in modern spiritual discourse. Finally, the transformation of Enoch into Metatron, an archangel who resides at the right hand of God, adds yet another fascinating element to his story, reshaping our understanding of divine hierarchy. In Jewish mysticism, Metatron is often seen as one of the highest of the angels, a being who transcends the ordinary angelic order. His transformation from Enoch, a mortal man, into Metatron suggests a radical shift in his status within the heavenly realm. This metamorphosis challenges traditional conceptions of hierarchy within divine realms, highlighting the potential for human beings to ascend to unimaginable spiritual heights. The transformation of Enoch into Metatron signifies a deep, esoteric truth, that humans, despite their earthly limitations, have the potential for a direct connection to the divine, capable of bridging the gap between the mortal and immortal worlds. Metatron's role as the celestial scribe and the voice of God underscores the importance of divine wisdom and its transmission to humanity, a responsibility originally entrusted to Enoch. Enoch's story, with its deep spiritual implications, continues to echo in modern religious thought. The influence of his writings on our understanding of knowledge, divine power, and spiritual transformation cannot be overstated. From the forbidden knowledge that potentially blocks our progress to the idea of human ascension into the divine hierarchy, Enoch's journey raises timeless questions about the nature of wisdom, the responsibility of those who possess it, and the boundaries between the earthly and the celestial. His transformation into Metatron remains a profound reminder of humanity's potential to transcend its limitations and enter into a deeper understanding of the divine order. Now that we've uncovered the fascinating story of Enoch and his hidden wisdom, the journey doesn't have to end here. There are so many lost texts and ancient mysteries still waiting to be explored, and the secrets they hold could change our understanding of history and spirituality. If Enoch's knowledge was hidden from the world for centuries, who knows what other ancient truths might be concealed, waiting for the right time to be revealed? I invite you to dive deeper into these lost writings, uncover the secrets of the past, and challenge what we think we know about our origins and our place in the universe. But before you go, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If Enoch's knowledge was hidden, what else might be concealed from us? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's continue this mind-bending conversation.